For additional event settings, we'll first navigate to our Advanced tab. Starting on the left-hand column here, you'll see your advanced options include things like requiring credit card, mailing address, and also updating information about your items. So if you'd like to require a credit card from your attendees, you can toggle this to yes, and then it will prompt those that don't have a credit card on file to simply add one to their account. Something to note here is that our best practice is actually to leave this toggle to no, and that way people can be engaged in the event without having that barrier of needing to have a credit card on file, especially for things like a silent auction or live auction where we're guaranteed to collect their payment after the event in order to provide them with their auction item. Another option here is to require a mailing address. Again, you can require this, in which case it'll capture it upon purchasing a ticket or when they come to the event site and they don't have one on file. They will need to go ahead and add their address before they can continue either viewing the site or even making a donation. So again, I'll leave this one toggled off as well, as our best practice is to really streamline this process for your supporters to be able to interact with your event site and support your organization. Another option here is to edit your items label. Now, if we head over to our event site, you'll see that we have view items here, in which case we can scroll through all of our auction items, raffle tickets, and fixed price items here. Now, if we had maybe an event where we didn't have auction items, maybe we were auctioning off baskets, we could update this to say baskets here, and we will go ahead and save those changes. And then we'll go ahead and update here where we can view. See how it says now, view basket. So if we just had an event where it was all auction baskets, just to make it, again, a little bit clearer as to what is up for auction, or we have voting on dancers or classrooms, things like that, that's where you can update that language there. Now I will opt to head back to our items here. Another option is to be able to hide your item quantity. So this is great if you wanted to hide the number of raffle tickets or general tickets available for sale. That way it doesn't maybe deter somebody from purchasing the ticket right then because they see, oh, we have plenty available. So that would be something that maybe you could toggle on, and that way they won't be able to view exactly how many raffle tickets are left so that they'll purchase it right away. Our approved bidder mode, this is something that you can toggle on so that you would have to approve them as a bidder before they can actually interact with your site. Again, our best practice is to leave this toggled off as we don't want to turn away anyone that could be potentially bidding and supporting your organization. Another option here is to toggle on your item donation form. Now, this is something that is a newer feature to EventGives. It's a great way to collect those item donations right through your event site. So again, I have toggled that on, and you'll note here, I now have an option to click donate items. And now I have a form where I, as a supporter of this event, can donate maybe a weekend at my mountain house. I can write in the item name, the retail value, description. I can even upload all my images and submit the donation right through the platform. So that way it alerts the event organizer that I've made that submission, and they can then approve that as an auction item. So that is something I would definitely advise to toggle on. You can even create a link just to that donation tab where you can maybe include it on your event description to really draw attention to that process for your attendees. Also, attendees can edit carts. This would be where they could actually delete a donation or delete any fixed price items from their cart. So I typically would leave that toggled off. Again, it is up to you as the event organizer that you could toggle that on and allow them to have that flexibility. You, as the event organizer, it is important to note, always have the ability to be able to delete and edit attendee carts right here from your manager portal. Lastly, our auto bid mode. This is also what some would consider our max bid feature. So once this is toggled on and you do receive an auto bid, so somebody sets an auto bid on an item, this can then no longer be turned off. It will have to remain on for the duration of your auction. So that is something that is important to note. Also, keep in mind too, all text messages such as outbid and winning bid notifications will still be sent automatically, whether they have auto bid mode on or auto bid mode off. Another key feature here is your theme color. So again, on our event site here, I have elected this gold color as my theme color, so you can see that throughout the site. You can update that at any time. You can match it right to your organization's hex code here, or you can create a new one by electing it here. Heading up to the top here, we have our payment settings. This is very important that you elect these payment settings prior to your ticket sales or your day of your event. These can be edited at any time. They will automatically set to attendee pays fees as soon as you create your event. We could change each or both of them to organization pays fees or attendee optionally pays fees. So maybe I'll say the attendee optional, and then I'm going to go ahead and pass that one on to them directly. So it is important to note, again, you can update these at any time, and keep in mind that it will update across the board. So if you do have attendee pays fees, this will be for tickets, fixed price items, auction items, donations, sponsorships, etc., etc. Just beneath that, we can select our currency. You can see all the ones that we already have loaded into event.gives. We will leave that as our US dollars. And also we can update any Stripe metadata here. If you'd like to hire an event expert or purchase any add-ons such as bulk attendee upload, you can do so by clicking either of these orange buttons here. Again, you can select that feature and then it will prompt you to pay for that feature. Same thing for an attendee expert. Again, we can read what this all includes, and then we can go ahead and purchase it when we are ready. And that covers our advanced tab.